Hey everybody, this is Ashley with Publish with Ashley. How are you today? I am streaming live with my new StreamYard to my Facebook group and to my YouTube channel. And I got one of those cool light rings. So if I actually look tan and not crazy pale, it's because I forked out the $10 at the it was like 5 and Below store. So it's pretty cheesy, but I guess it works. I've got to get a command strip to like stick it to my wall so it works. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about 2021. I know you guys probably are, we've had long review times. And so if you've been publishing books in December, you're going to kind of miss the December crowd. So what you really kind of need to start doing is start thinking like 2 or 3 months ahead. So like for my planners, I tried to have my planners all published in the month of October. So even when it took a while to get them approved and it was taking a week, and now I guess it's about 2 weeks, then there was still time. So you're going to want to start thinking ahead. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're talking about like riches are in the niches, and we're going to talk about 2021 and kind of maybe what you should start publishing now in December so that you can, do well. Now, one of the things I saw a post by Helen, if you follow Helen and Merch Money, Merch Money, she was talking, she had a good post because it was about being consistent, right? So even though I know maybe you'll slow down at the Christmas season as far as uploading and things like that, but still try and be consistent. Try and think of new ideas, even if you're just, you take a break from creating, but you try and do creative like brainstorming and things like that. You're going to do better because you're going to be consistent. So we're going to talk about some niches and things maybe you should publish in December. I guess I should mention, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always forget. I need to be better at my marketing. I do have, check out my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, depending on where you're watching. I tried to put that in the show notes. Also, if you're starting an Etsy thing, there's a link on there that you can, both of us get 40 free listings, which I wish I'd known about when I started because I would have liked 40 free listings. So both of us get that. So that would be great. Also check out if you're just starting low content publishing, I have a course that walks you through. I also have a mini course about a website. So check out publishwithashley.podia.com. It's in the show notes. There's all my advertisements for today. Okay, so let's talk about the good stuff, right? Niches. Okay, so I was thinking really, right, you got to think 3 months ahead. So February, you want to start publishing stuff for February. Well, what's in February? Let's see, Valentine's Day is huge in February, right? And people like to get small things like cards and candy, that sort of stuff. Notebooks and things like that can be a great gift because it's kind of a low. I mean, I actually bought a card the other day, and I don't normally buy this expensive a card, but it was just so perfect. It was like $6, $6.99, $5.99 for a card. I mean, you'd almost want to buy them like a notebook so they could do something with it rather than just, oh, look, this beautiful card that I'm going to like read, maybe put somewhere and then throw away. At least with a notebook, it could be something useful. So what does well in Valentine's Day? Funny notebooks, funny Valentine's stuff does well. You can get a variety of ideas. Go to maybe a card store and look for funny cards. You don't want to copy, but you can kind of get inspired. Funny stuff does really well. I must not have the same sense of humor as everyone else because I put out what I thought was super funny and it didn't sell for me. So that's apparently not my gig. I know I have a quirky sense of humor. So I'm kind of okay with that. And my sense of humor doesn't seem to match anyone else's, but that's okay. So, but if you do connect with a lot of people, then, try funny quotes. You can also look on Pinterest for ideas. Like I said, go to card stores. You can get all sorts of different ideas. So funny notebooks sell really well. I was thinking also teachers' gifts. So why don't you try and make some, Valentine's Day teacher notebooks, because that's kind of really specific. People are looking for something small to give teachers at Valentine's Day, and especially with this quarantine and online schooling, maybe come up with something that would be helpful for online teachers, and a gift too. So that's a great way to mix niches because the riches are in the niches, things that you can dive into that maybe other people aren't doing is going to set you apart. It's going to set you apart in the searches. Do find the keywords that will work for this. It might be a little hard for Valentine's Day to find good BSRs right now, because obviously it's not Valentine's Day yet, so people aren't particularly buying that. But also try and think evergreen. Like, even though, so you don't necessarily have to say Valentine's Day, definitely try a few with Valentine's. Can be generic in the sense of love or appreciation gift. Like a Valentine's Day gift for a teacher could be a teacher appreciation. So think that you could maybe make it for both holidays. Well, holiday being not an actual, it's not actually, I guess teacher appreciation isn't a holiday, but it's a time where we buy something for teachers. How about quarantine things, like thinking of you on quarantine? I know I saw some really funny cards on Etsy about quarantine. So maybe think in notebook terms, like how could you show love and appreciation in quarantine? Okay, so question was, sorry, it says Facebook user because so you're on Facebook, so I can't tell who you are unless you let StreamYard see. So sorry, Facebook user. It says, I'm a computer teacher and can I do work on Amazon KDP? Oh yeah, and if you're a computer, like, are you like school age computer teacher? Because if you're a teacher, you should also check out and apply for Amazon's Ignite program, where you can put teaching, like printable teaching things. So you would just put the worksheet up, and then other teachers can print it out or other parents can print it out. So that's something you should look into. Just type in Amazon Ignite into Google and then apply and say that you're a teacher, and you'll probably get accepted pretty quickly. I applied, and I'm not a teacher, but I like to make fun cutouts and different things for kids, like very tactile cutting type things for my daughter. So I put stuff like that up there, and it's been selling. Not amazingly well, but hey, all the money helps, right? So, and then you can also do, Amazon KDP. You can totally do that. It's, if you're on my Facebook thing, you can go through and see how I go walk through planners, my planners unit, and that actually will take you through the process of creating stuff. It's definitely planners focused, but that doesn't mean you can't make either teacher planners or just other notebooks. It'll kind of, that course will show you how to go through and do stuff. But yes, definitely. And if you're a teacher, you know exactly maybe what other teachers would want for an appreciation gift, or maybe what they need to organize themselves for online schooling. Okay, so other ideas. Coupon books. Coupon books sell well all year round. So you can make coupon books for kids to give to parents, or adults to adults, or adults to their kids. Also be a little more niche-y, right? Riches are in the niches. So I was thinking maybe you target seniors or target the LGBT community. That their girlfriend may not want a really girly one. Maybe they want something a little different, or just think a little bit different, and that way you can niche it down into something that someone could not find in a store. They might not be able to find something like that in a store, but since you can create it and put it on Amazon, they can create that. Think, husband, wife, and then, the LGBT spin on it, how and colors and things that community likes. Just do your research and be considerate, right? Consider your audience and create something they would enjoy, not necessarily something you would enjoy, but something that they would enjoy. So just do research and you can kind of figure out. But definitely you can focus your coupon books on a specific type group. And you can make totally clean coupon books. You could make naughty coupon books. Though if you're making those kind of coupon books, I don't think you can actually use Amazon's advertising platform to advertise them. But that doesn't mean people aren't searching for them. So love, I was saying in general, love and appreciation. Think evergreen in the sense that you're focusing on trying to do that, hitting the Valentine's rush, the people who are looking for stuff for Valentine's. So you can put Valentine's Day or Valentine's gift in your back end keywords, but you don't necessarily have to have it in the title or subtitle. That way you can try and create something that might sell all year round. You can definitely try and create specific things, but think, all year round is good too for it to sell. Coloring books, okay? You could do Valentine's specific coloring books, or you could do ones with a love theme. how about I thought love poems with psalms. So like a religious coloring book that you just do love poems with, because psalms is very visual, lyrical. It's poetry. So you could do a coloring book using love psalms, like, right, because a lot of them are about love and gratefulness and all that sort of stuff. You could do something with book, or you could do a quote book with that. There's a lot of things you can kind of skew that niche for. Valentine. Okay, so ABC Valentines. So you can do, Valentine's. Kids want to do handwriting or have to do handwriting. I had to make my daughter write ABC all the way to Z, right? And it was like pulling teeth. She was crying. I don't want to write my ABCs. I wrote them last week, right? I'm like, well, you need to practice them because they need to be better. But maybe a way to make it fun for kids is, theme it with Valentine's Day or spring or Easter. Think, spring and Easter too in this time frame. That's the kind of books you're going to want to be putting out because you're going to want to think 3 months early. So you could make, ABC books and have little pictures of eggs for kids to color, or Valentine's hearts, or, you can theme it so that they could write their ABCs, but then have a fun activity as well. Or maybe they're writing words like heart, bunny. I don't know. Like, you can just think of words that they might be more interested in writing to practice their letters than just ABC. Oh, okay. So question, is there any course to follow from beginning to pro level? I have a course on my website. So publishwithashley.podia.com. It's $29. It's a fantastic deal. Honestly, it takes you just kind of from the very basics to starting. And then I also, if you want to go free at this point in time, there's also on my website, there's my, not my website, on my Facebook page or Facebook group. If you click on the units tab, it talks about planners. I have a workshop on how to do planners from start to beginning. It's kind of the same thing. It'll walk you through kind of the creation process and how I do my creation process for planners. But whether you're creating planners or notebooks or different things, it'll kind of give you a feel for doing that as well. But my course is awesome, especially if you work in PowerPoint. I like PowerPoint, but you can use Canva, any of that stuff. But the course has a lot of things you'll need as far as KDP dimensions. And it also has, actually on my Facebook page or Facebook group, I have the KDP dimensions that you can download that. It's actually from KDP, Amazon, but it's really hard to find. I knew it was there, and it took me a long time to find it. But you can download that, and it can show you dimensions and how to create something, whether you're in Canva or PowerPoint or Illustrator or whatever your format is. It'll show you how to do that. But my course walks through everything. It has a lot of good macros, what I call time-saving things. It's code that I've written to speed up my processes. So that's kind of included in my course too. So if you're into PowerPoint, I highly recommend my own course, even just for the tools, because I have some really cool tools that I wrote to help myself. So they can help you. But my units in the Facebook page, the planner unit is free. So go ahead, try that to start. That'll probably really help. Okay, because it's walking you through it over the shoulder. Other ideas, puzzle books. So themed puzzle books, either Valentine's, spring themed, or how about sports, whatever sports are played. I know this year is a little different. Like they're playing football in the spring this year at my kids' high school. So, but spring sports or just sports in general, that could be some themed. We could do hiking. There's a lot of theme type things that come in the spring, and that people would be interested in for puzzles. So you can try doing puzzle books, either Valentine's Day for kids or adults, or you can do a lot of different things. People who enjoy puzzles kind of like having different, they're into themes or something different than what they've been doing. So those are definitely, you can do, there's a ton of different puzzles. If you look on my Facebook, well, I think it's on Facebook and on my YouTube channel, I have a review of a puzzle product that does word searches, and then another one that does like crossword puzzles and things like that. And actually, it's a really great software to use. My links are affiliate links on there, but honestly, I was so impressed. They asked me if I wanted to review it, and I was so impressed because it fixed a lot of the problems I had with other software that I was like, oh, this is so great. This downloads directly into PowerPoint or a PNG or things that I wanted it to do so that I didn't have to convert. So it was a lot of time saving for me. I really like those features. All right. Whew. That was a lot. So, sorry, I'm like squeaky today, huh? I've got allergies. It's like a frog in my throat all winter long. I know most people have like summer and spring allergies. My winter allergies are worse because of mold. I hate mold. Anyway, thoughts, questions, anything you guys have? That was just some of the ideas I came up with last night. Just sit down and you can come up with so many things. I know everyone worries like, oh, there's not enough. I don't have any ideas. I don't have, just start coming up with some ideas and then do a little research, see what's out there, see if maybe something's not out there. Like I imagine like coupon books for the LGBT community would be kind of in demand because that's kind of something hard for maybe people to find in a regular store. But yet I don't know what's out there on Amazon. I didn't check. It was just some ideas I was thinking of because the more niche niche you can be, the easier it is to sell in the sense that it's not something they can get easily at a store. You don't want to go too niche in the sense that I've done a few things that there was no other thing out there, not a one. And it sells. I have a few, like it'll sell once a month, which is good, but it does mean that there's probably not a huge demand. So, test, experiment. If you're going to try something that's maybe super niche down, start with like 3 or 4 of them. Don't make like 20 of them, or maybe even just start with one to see if that one sells. The book I did, it sells like 2 or 3 times a month, 1 to 3. How about that? It's a word search, and it's very, very, very niche. So I'm happy it sells, 3 times a month. I think it's sold twice this month already, so that's great. But yeah, I would like it to sell a little bit more than that. So maybe I wouldn't go quite as niche next time, but try things out, see what works. Any other questions? I don't have much else. It's getting on to the holidays, so I guess I will be here next week. Let's see, what are we? The 16th, the 23rd, I will put out a taped thing for you. So I'll, the 23rd, Wednesday, the 23rd of December, so, I'll just put out something taped and you guys can just watch that. So don't expect me live on the 23rd, but I will be here live next week. And the 30th, I don't know. I think I'll probably do something live on the 30th. We'll see. But the 23rd, do expect something taped. Hello, Facebook user. Anyone? I have 7 of you on the line, online, I don't know, watching live, whatever. Anyone have questions? But that's kind of all I got for you today. And I hope this was helpful to kind of get you start thinking ahead. That is like a tip I can give you. I know so many people are super, super frustrated because it's taking 7, 12, 15, 18 days for them to approve their low content books. There's 2 things. One, low content notebooks and stuff like that. You're kind of at the end of the line. It'll get faster after the Christmas season. They're kind of busy right now, so it'll be long at this season. And, in January, it'll start being quicker. But that is a reason you should, we know this happens every year. Like November, December, things slow down. B, the lower content are lower priority, so it's just not going to go through as fast. So that's why you need to plan ahead. Higher content, I've had a children's book. It went through in 24 hours. I just put a new coloring book in last night, so I'm hoping it'll be through in 24, 48 hours, but I don't know. I'm hoping. So this was kind of, I should have done this months ago, but it was kind of last on my project list. So it's done. It's out there. It's kind of next for next year anyway, but I was hoping to get it out a little sooner so the Christmas crowd could purchase. But prior planning, right? So if you want to do stuff, try and think ahead. And right now, December, Valentine's Day, spring, Easter, that sort of stuff is what you should be considering putting out there. You can also consider putting out, some planners, but you're getting a little late because a lot of people still purchase planners in January, but it kind of dies off as you head into February. All right. I'm so glad it was so helpful for you. And you guys let me know if you have questions or comments. You can, reply on my Facebook. You can reply on YouTube. I try and get to everybody's questions. I try to help as much as I can. I love doing this business. I love to help you all. I want you to succeed. This is totally my dream job. I used to make stuff as a kid on my computer. I did Pica. Does anyone remember Pica? It's not pixels. It's Pica. And that was like a design tool used like just past the Apple IIe. We didn't have an Apple IIe. We had something just past that. IBM something. And you had to do designing with Pica. I don't even know what that actually measures. But I did that so long ago, and I had so much fun with it. And I didn't think I could make a living with it. But now with the great invention of technology and Amazon, I am so grateful that I get to do what I love and design fun books and covers and help people solve problems. So I want to help you learn to do that because you have a unique voice, and I'm positive you can help somebody out there. It does take a little time, a little research, and a whole lot of willingness to learn and adapt, but I think anyone can do this business. So and careful, those who are new starting out, don't just throw stuff up there that is trademarked, or a brand name. Don't do any of that stuff. That will get your account closed. And you want to make good stuff. So start small and, learn as you go. All right. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. My mouse always goes to sleep, so you get to see me find my mouse again. Bye.